We promised an update from our delayed departure because of Hurricane Helene, and this is it.
Yes, today is the new boarding day, we think.
We hope. We left you last night, along with us, hoping that we would be boarding today at 2:30, and that's what they sent us. But we were following the ships, and the ships were not moving into port anytime soon. In fact, they were heading away from the port. But earlier today, we noticed that they were moving underneath the bridge and into port, and there was a little bit of a sigh of relief that that's a positive sign.
Right, when you start seeing them moving into Tampa Bay region, close to the bridge, you know it's pretty much gonna happen.
Yeah, I have to say it was kind of unique because of all the delays. 3 Royal Caribbean ships almost paraded underneath the bridge and into port, and you'll see it on cruisemapper.com, the screenshots. I'm sure it was impressive, and I'm looking forward to seeing 3 ships in a row when we get to port.
One of the things we weren't sure of last night, and we're still not 1,000% sure, is which port is going to be cut out of the itinerary. But later last night on the app, the Royal Caribbean app did show Honduras not on the list.
Which, to remind everyone, I was wrong.
So was I.
Well, I know. I was the first one to say that. I could have sworn they would cut out Cozumel.
And I was voting Belize, so we were both wrong.
So we'll confirm that later and let you know. But we do still get 3 ports and 2 cruise days. So we're looking forward to it, which leads me to mention that we did get another text message that just reminded us that we should be there starting at 2:30, or that's when the port opens, and then based on your time, you can show up on there from that schedule going forward.
So we'll be leaving in probably, I hope, less than 10 minutes to head over to the port, and we will see if they don't let us in till 2:30. We're a little bit early, but we'll see what happens. If we have to circle around and find a parking spot over there, that's fine, but I would rather be there and know what's going on than to wait and then potentially get stuck in traffic and then be stressed out about it. Yeah. That's just my personality.
I just before we got onto this, I noticed that Enchantment is at the Sparkman Wharf port.
We like that one.
Yeah, there's more things. I mean, it's all close, but that's really close. If we have to wait outside for a little bit, there's plenty of things to do, places to sit, grab a snack. So
live music. Yeah, it's a fun spot. You should check out our short if you haven't seen it yet. Okay. But yeah, Sparkman Wharf is fun.
All right, you ready to head to the port?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Okay, see you soon.
Great news. We've made it on board at the time they said. They started boarding at 2:30, and we are super excited to start our vacation finally.
Yes, and we can confirm that the Honduras, Roatan, Honduras port was the one that was eliminated. So we will be in Cozumel, and then we will move on to Belize from there. And then lastly is Puerto Costa Maya, so in Mexico. So that'll be our final stop before we head back to Tampa. We did have a zip line excursion booked for Roatan, Honduras, so we will be getting our money back for that also, because obviously we're not going there.
Yeah, and I will say, just to tie up some loose ends in terms of what Royal and the Port of Tampa has done to just make this as smooth as possible. We did receive from the Port of Tampa that they're aware we weren't using that extra day of prepaid parking. So they've already refunded that day, which kind of surprised me that I didn't have to call or whatever, and that they were very proactive. So that was a thumbs up.
The other thing, the other loose end we wanted to tie up was related to the spa treatment. I had a massage booked for yesterday at 2:30, and so I just had a a little message in the app that told me to just call or go to the spa to reschedule. So I called the spa and I am all rescheduled for this evening. So we are all set on all the loose ends, and you know, the staff I think are really happy to start a new cruise and to get underway soon.
One thing that was very interesting is all three ships in port are Royal ships. So it's quite a little parade for the small port of Tampa to see three Royal ships in a row. They all are we're boarding at the same time, and they all are going to be leaving at the same time. Mm-hmm. So it should be a parade out of here. The downside is there was quite a bit of traffic to get here. But after waiting a day and also knowing that all around us, the hurricane had a large effect, we were, and hopefully everybody were pretty chill, knowing that, okay, even if it took an extra 15 minutes or a half hour to get through the traffic, we're fortunate enough to be cruising. So it was worth the wait and not getting too upset about it.
Yeah, speaking of getting upset, the staff on board has told us that some people, when the cruise was gonna, go an extra day, were really excited because, an extra day of cruising, and if you bought the drink package, they just extended it for free by another day. So, it was party time for a lot of people.
Yeah, and they also said on the flip side, there were a subset of people who were upset. I'm sure there were good reasons, but what happened is the port was still recovering, but it was a sunny day yesterday with little wind. So for those people who needed to make a connection or get back home, it was a head scratcher to be, 20 miles away from the port and it being a wonderful day. So it really just depends on not your attitude, but a little bit of your attitude, but also what's waiting for you when you get off and what your priorities are. So as you said, the entire crew has pretty much said they're just happy to start fresh with a new group of people.
We just filmed our room tour, so be watching for that video. And then we also have all of our excursions that we're going to be filming, so stay tuned for those. And we appreciate you supporting our channel and subscribing and liking and commenting, and the support from the community has been amazing. So thank you very much.
All right, take care.